Apparently I'm live. Is there anybody out there? Not 3 times if there's anybody there. Right. I'm going to do this live thing. I was going to do it on my laptop, but I can't get that Hangout thing to work. I'm not very technically minded. That's it. That's what we like. So, revising for your GCSEs here, James. Good luck with that then, son. I was absolutely rubbish at my exams. I didn't even turn up for half of them, but don't take any notice of me. You've got to go for them. What this one is about, I'm getting a lot of people asking me, oh, tremendous. Oh, here we go, Celtic Rangers. I don't want no politically correct, another drinks review. Yeah, I've got another one. Anyway, what it is, people keep asking me to review the Conor McGregor whiskey. So what I'm doing here, folks, to keep, my spending within limits, if anybody donates anything on the super chat, it will go to this Conor McGregor Proper 12 whiskey, okay? Thoughts on Liverpool? Unlucky, absolutely unlucky that. It's one of the things I think Leicester did, didn't they? Took a point off you. You've lost a lot of weight, mate. Yes, I have. It's good quality dieting. I'm not eating crisps, drinking beer, and I do a little bit more exercise if possible. Right. Oh, the things have been slowed down. Oh, cheers for that. Who's going to win the FA Cup? Watford or City? Sebastian. I think I'd like Watford, just on the plain and simple fact it'd be different, wouldn't it? Yes, I have. Somebody just asked me if I've ever had nice cars in my time. I like the Mini. What's wrong with the Mini? I had a Manta, Opel Manta, but the exhaust fell off. I quite like that one, but Newcastle or something. I'm going to upset Sunderland fans. I like Newcastle, to be fair. I like the bridge in that goes through Newcastle. I used to deliver some eggs up there many years ago. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see this. Exam tomorrow at Uni BVM. It's more important than the Birmingham thing. Thank you for the whiskey, Adam Morris. That's great. Right. I'm going to get this laptop sorted out one day. I'm not very technically minded. I was years and years ago, but I lose track of it. So that kind of thing. What I'm going to do, folks, so while I'm doing this, please show me more on very video. Oasis and Blur. At the time, it was Blur. I thought they were more fun. They were more my kind of lifestyle. But now it's got to be Oasis. Show hair. Boldy locks. Brilliant. I love it. All these names. It's like I've never been called a name before. So here it is, folks. It's Roosters Baby-Faced Assassin. It's an Indian Pale Ale. It's 6.1% in volume. Thoughts on Chris Hughton sacking? I think, to be right, it was. I don't think Chris Hughton could have taken Brighton any further. He's a limited manager. He's a good manager. He's an organised manager. I just don't think he could have taken Brighton anymore. And if Cardiff hadn't have had some shocking decisions against them, I'm not reviewing Goldilocks and the Three Airs. If Cardiff hadn't have had some shocking decisions against them, they'd have gone down. Brighton had gone down. So I think, to be fair, Jim Cornette, they've had to do the right thing. They've got to try and get somebody in. Bustable vessel, yeah. My sister calls me that. When are you going to review a pizza? Do you know what, right? People are asking me to review pizzas and stuff. It's finding the time to do it. Tommy Robinson. Oh, my God. Right, so this is a 6.1 pale ale, folks. That's not good. That's got good head, isn't it? I am a wrestling fan, and I have smelt what The Rock is cooking. I'm more of a Stone Cold. Hell yeah. That's not a bad head. That looks like a quite nice, steady beard. Do you think Leicester will get top 6 next year? I hope they do. I think they're going to be up there, top 6 or 8. It all depends if they can keep Tillemans and Maguire, and hopefully Vardy stays injury-free. He's getting a bit... could you say my name? Charlie Moore. Easy, that one. If they can keep the players, I think they'll be all right. So let's go for this. Let's the pale ale. It's got a citricy, acid smell. Yorkshire water, malted barley, all that kind of stuff. I don't think you lot are really interested. Give me a hell yeah. Leeds at Derby. I think Leeds will win tonight, but there again, that's probably the kiss of death. Death row meal. I've never really thought of that, to be fair. That's a very good question. What's this fake taxi? People keep review fake taxi. I've never heard of it. Have you got a packet of crisps, mate? No, I haven't, so I'm not eating those kind of things unless I review them. Ndidi is our best player. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. He gets stuck in. He's one of them blokes who I'm not comparing him to Vieira and Roy Keane, but he's one of them that gets stuck in. Go on the kickoff return. Yeah, if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I am not going to cry about it. Oh, it's porn, is it? Right, fake taxi. All right. Celtic around. I've just said Rangers, but that's just simply because I'm English. But I used to watch Celtic. I think Kenny Dalglish was an absolute awesome player. He was so good. I think Kenny Dalglish in his day. I think even now Kenny Dalglish should still make it. I haven't done any of that kind of thing for ages. That weed stuff. Now, I do. To be fair, I've got nothing against Derby, but I just would like to see Leeds go up. I think they've been down in the doldrums so long. It's who you got in the European, who you think got the Europa final? I think probably Arsenal. I don't know. The thing is, Arsenal haven't got no balls about them just lately. The Arsenal so badly need Jack for that £2. They just don't seem to have anything about them. They need a Vieira, an Adams, and a Wright. You know, just to get the foot in and win the ball. Just done some dirty weeds. I don't know what you're on about. No, I haven't done ketamine. Liverpool or Spurs? Liverpool. Who's winning Money in the Bank on Sunday? Why? Ali. I think Ali, right, will win Money in the Bank. And then, because they've got a big do coming up in Saudi, isn't there? And I think with him being... is he Muslim and that? I think he'll win it. I think he'll cash it in Saudi. That's what I think. You sound like Jeremy Clarkson. All right. How's the Doodle? The Doodle's doing all right. He's in there. He's asleep on the rug. Worst City player. Not Tommy Smith. Tommy Smith. He were absolutely shocking. Love your vids. I'm a Derby fan. Oh, cheers, Jamie. I know that's great of you. That's very good. I've got a mate, Pedro. Slow-mo's on. Right, thank you. I've got a mate, Pedro. He's a Derby fan, but he's annoying. Favourite place to eat in Leicester City, mate? Do you know what? I haven't been in Leicester and at a meal for a long time, so I can't really say. Do you think what is CM Punk going to do? I don't know. I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him at AEW. I really would. Who was the one? Bobby Smith. He had a big mustache, didn't he? Look like a Dirty Sanchez thing. Bobby Smith. He was useless. I don't play Fortnite, but the ginger child has. Can you review a prostitute? I can't really, mate. No, it's the house and everything's all worth too much. I'm not losing that. Dale side beer. No, I had the kinkiest sex story. Don't know. I've not really had one. I'm quite an innocent boy, you know. Have you ever seen Report of the Week? You should collab with him. I've heard of Report of the Week. I don't know. Do you know what, right? There's that much going off in my life at the moment. It's a bit hard to get it all in. And now I've learned this YouTube thing. I've got even less time. What football team do I support? It's Leicester. Shampoo review. Do you know what, right? I've actually heard that even if you are bald, you should still use shampoo because it stops your hair. Have you heard of Melton Mowbray? Yes, Harry Best. That's where I work. I work in Melton Mowbray on the Blair Way Industrial Estate near the car place. As you go out to Melton, there's a car place on the left-hand side in the Travis and Perkins. I work up there. Yes, I do like wrestling. You did, didn't you? A wrestling move. I don't know. I haven't been to the Braunston Park Hotel for years. I went years and years ago to a football. I think Steve Walsh had his testimonial meal there. I think, was that the Red Cow at Braun's? No, not the Red Cow. I can't remember. How much do you earn from YouTube? I earn a little bit. I've not earned millions, but it's on the way up. It's getting there. I would like to make this a full-time thing if possible. Yes, KFC gravy is the best. Rowan Lane's mum. Why? What's she like? West Ham or Spurs? It'll be West Ham. Cheers, Thomas Knights. Very good of you, son. Who was your best mate at school? Greaves, there. Not Jimmy, Mick. Jeremy Kyle. Opinions on Jeremy Kyle. If you have actually seen Blue Van second channel, I have done a bit on Jeremy Kyle. Cheers, Dino. I've done a bit on Jeremy Kyle. It's, I think if that bloke was going to top himself, he would have done it anyway, and he got caught out lying. I think I can't see the reason why Jeremy Kyle should be taken off the air. Liverpool to win. I don't go down and watch Leicester as much as I used to, but I am going to go next year. Me and the Ginger Child are going to go down and get a card, and we'll go and see a few. Not many, but we'll go and see a few. Cheers, Raggy. Jimmy Savile, Gary Glitter. Cheers, Speedman. Spaltman 37. I think Gary Glitter was more of an entertainer, weren't he? I know a bloke who used to follow Gary Glitter all over the place. Loved him. Absolutely loved his shows. Was a great showman. And when he found out what Gary Glitter did, it just about killed him. Huddersfield or Leeds? Leeds. Hey, anybody seen the A's going to be on ITV? AEW is going to be on ITV. The Warburton's advert. Absolutely brilliant. Do you work near Jump Giants? No, I don't. I don't think so. Might do. Who's the Ginger Child Cow Reaper? It's my kid. It's my child. I can't. Opinions on True Geordie. I'll be honest. Until True Geordie discovered me, I didn't have a clue who he was. I've watched quite a few of his videos with Lawrence now, and he does seem a real good laugh. The pair of them do. They seem to work well. I think they've got a good chemistry, and they are quite funny. And they must be good because June watches them as well with me. So, and she don't watch that kind of lad behaviour, but she, it does make her laugh. So they are quite good. Can you cut a promo on Unky Steve? Unky Steve, yeah. I mean, Unky Steve, I've got to pop over and see him next week sometime. So hopefully we'll be reviewing some more stuff. I've got to get over there with June so we can try a few beers and then June can drive me back. Shout my nan out for me. Her name's Betty. Hello, Betty. Sam Tarpey's grandma. How long have you been bowled for, then, big lad? Raggy, why do I feel like I know you? I've been bowled since I was about. I started losing it when I was about 25, and then I think when I was 27, I shaved it all off because I just looked stupid. Why did you get this channel? Why did you start this channel? I started this channel because the wife was watching quite a lot of YouTubers. If you've not seen a young lady called Dainty Dress Diaries, click onto her. She's a little Irish lady, and she does all upcycling stuff, and I just like watching them. And she did it, and then I watched a bloke called On the Brushes, a lad painter from around Leicestershire. Cheers, Lou. And there was a few other things, and I thought I could do that. I can do that. I can just sit here and talk this kind of stuff and give my opinion. And 47,000 subs later, it's there. But it's not an easy thing to do. Thank you, Alex R6 UK. That's very nice of you to say so. But there are better legends out there than me. Would you want Leicester to go top up? I missed that one. Yeah, I want Matt Damon. Are you on glue? What do you think of the race for the title? I think the race for the title were quite good. I can't see that one. My wife fancies you. Oh, good. Take her to get her eyes sorted, mate. I thought the race for the title was quite good. It weren't the best one we've had because there weren't no others in it, but it was just going to be win, 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 and in the end it died out kind of thing. I don't know about the True Geordie podcast. Best chippy in Leicestershire. There was the 300 Spartans in Leicester. In Loughborough was quite a good one. The Supreme Chip Shop in Shelthorpe. I've done that a couple of times, but I've got to try the one in Rothley. Sorry, I've got an itch on my foot. I'm just getting it. Worst delivery experience? Anything by Yodel, isn't it? We bought the child some some trainers once, and that there was on next day delivery for something they were doing. I can't remember, and in the end, the trainers ended up in Aberdeen. I can't understand it. How can trainers end up in Aberdeen from Hull when they should have come to Leicester? Spurs or Liverpool to win the Champions League? I think it'll be Liverpool, to be fair. But that's probably just getting the kiss of death. My wife and I love the channel, man, from Thunder Bay. Cheers, dude. Have you ever seen the film? No, I've not seen that film. I'm learning on this. Arsenal for the league, the trophy. What age is the child? She's 16. Sunderland or Portsmouth? That ain't a very big rivalry, is it? Oh no, they're in the playoffs, aren't they? Probably Sunderland. I would like to see Sunderland come back up. Birmingham or Villa? Birmingham, I think. Do I wear June's thong? Only for dental floss. How's Loughborough been today? Loughborough's been very sunny. My wife's been having an affair with a man who looks like my brother. Any advice? Are you Ryan Giggs? Or what is his name there? You need to burn off all the supplies of McDonald's bacon. What? It ain't bacon, is it? It's just pathetic. Have you been to Rotherham? I can't remember. I don't think so. Hello from Warsaw. How? What's your favourite movie? If you've not seen a movie, film, we call it a film, right? Because we live in England. No, I don't know Ronnie Pickering. We live in England. We don't live in America. Plunkett and McLean, right? Two highwaymen, Robert Carlyle and can't remember his name. Robert Carlyle, Plunkett and McLean. You'll absolutely love it. Have anybody seen Plunkett and McLean? Do I like wheat crunchies? Yes, I do. John Port School. Hello, John Port School. Hi, are you favourite player from Leicester? I did like Lennon. I thought he were outstanding. You know, topical, get the foot in. Bob Hazel. I thought Bob Hazel was brilliant. I would so much like Bob Hazel knocking around now. Apart from, I don't want him nicking any tellies. When's the last time you pissed yourself by mistake because you... Do you know what? I don't think I've ever pissed myself by mistake. I've never done that. Never, ever done it. Do I know a kid? Top trending, thank you. I'm from Aberdeen. Would you say you're famous? Yeah. But I say I'm famous. No, I'm not famous. I'm just a normal lad who's just going around his business, just with a hobby. You need to get a TT speaker to read out all donations. Right. Alex Rudd, thank you. New York City? Really? What is that all about? So has anybody tried this whiskey then that I am after? This Conor McGregor's whiskey. Is it any good? Do food challenges. Do you like James May? Yes, I do like James May, but I'm not keen on Theresa May, his sister. All right, mate, Hugh, Casey, not. Hello, Hugh. I liked In Excess. In Excess were my ultimate band at the time. I just loved them, and when he did what he did, I was so gutted. It was absolutely unbelievable. But I've seen lots of bands that none seem to come to my. I've got to do the one chip challenge. I have got to do that. Do I like Tommy Robinson? Why do people keep asking me? Why do they try to put me on the spot about Tommy Robinson? Celtic FC. Hey, if you're a Celtic fan and that's where you're from, that's fine by me. Up the Villa. Sort out Brexit. I would sort out Brexit. It was so easy to sort out Brexit. It's just a lot of people who keep shouting in the Houses of Commons and trying to make themselves sound important are on 80 grand a year plus expenses. Devon, I have been to Devon, and yes, I did like it. Brexit would be so easy to sort out. Charlton going up. Charlton, I like to see Charlton go up. They're another one, you see. They got rid of Kirbishley, thought they were being clever, thought they, they were better than what they were. They got rid of Kirbishley, all went tits up. I've just said Oasis or Blur. Blur in the day, absolutely loved Blur. They were fun, they were just good. But now it's got to be Oasis because they've stood the test of time. Hello, Zach Snook in Thailand. Brexit mean Brexit. You're dead right, Bill. You're dead right. Come to Brighton. Went to Brighton years and years ago on a family holiday. I must have only been about 8, and my dad took me and my dad went out. I think my mum and my sister were shopping or something, doing stuff what they do. And me and my dad just went for a walk down the beach. And next thing I know, there's some bird line there with a paps out and no knickers on. And for an 8 or 9-year-old, it's quite a shock. I can't believe it. My dad walked me down the nudist beach. He made out he didn't know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi. Did you go to the one you play? Yes, I did. My dad used to play football with Noel Gallagher as a kid. Why didn't you use a football? Why would you kick Noel Gallagher about? Hello, Mr. Blue Van Man. I'm a manager of South Cafe now. South Happy contracts. I'll have a beer with you. Would you hit your wife with a Stella? No, I would not hit my wife with a Stella. She would probably hit me back. Am I a millionaire yet? No, I'm not a millionaire yet. Ever reviewing Newcastle? I tell you what, I like Newcastle. It's a bloody good place. It's all right. Am I interested in cars? What, the little kids film? But no, I do like cars, but I would rather have a van. Kate Bush fan, yeah. Oh, it's true. Kate Bush, absolutely stunning. KFC or Mackey's, it's going to be KFC. Best pudding. Ooh, I like Spotted Dick. You play any video games? I used to play Sonic and I used to play Tomb Raider, but I haven't gotten time now. Should there be a Blue Van Man statue in Leicester? I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I do watch the Grand Watch of the last ones. No, the wife's not named Stacey. Dark fruits or a wife? Don't get it. When was the BBM's first wank? Probably when I was about 10, I think. Wonder what we're going off. Will you celebrate when you reach 50,000? I don't know, to be fair. I'm just taking this as it comes. I'm just taking it as it comes, and that's it. Whatever happens, happens. If it don't happen, then that's it. I've had a right blast doing this, chatting to you lot. It's absolutely great. What's the meaning of life? Just to go out there and enjoy it and make the best of it. That's what I think. Lowestoft. Why Lowestoft? I like Lowestoft. We go out there on the East Coast for our holidays. It's absolutely brilliant. When is the merch out? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. People keep asking, but I don't want to get lumbered with it. When are we going 3 Crowns, big man? How's Charles Crisps? That, I don't know. When do you fancy the 3 Crowns? HP or Daddy's? Probably Daddy's. It's more vinegary to me. What do my workmates think about my channel? They love it, to be fair. I thought they'd probably get fed up with it, with me talking about it. But they're all behind me, as far as I know. Some of them might be watching this and saying, "You lying fat bastard." No, they're all quite good about it. And it's one of them things where they're actually supporting me, which is a quite surprise. So, what do you mean Rolf Harris or Jimmy Savile? Bloody hell, what is it with you lot? Why do you like asking questions like that? Have you been to Torquay before? Yes, I've been about 3 times. It's a really, really good thing. Opinions on climate change. I think we should be doing more about it. We bought the Mini because it had got the low emission things for the diesel. So we don't pay diesel road tax. I've got solar panels and I've got all lighting that's... I think people should do the bit, but I think they should be looking at other countries such as China, India, Pakistan, and all those that are actually polluting the atmosphere a damn sight more than we are. Have you been circumcised? No, I haven't. I quite like that little bit at the end. It makes it look bigger. Would you crack a cold one open with the boys? Yeah, I'll do it. Nick Gert. Got me, didn't you? Well done. Well done. Opinions on Brexit. Brexit is Brexit. That's it. Stop messing about. If we don't get a deal, don't go. If we can't have a deal, then we leave. It's that easy. We've taken the no deal situation off the table. Ever been in a fight? A couple, but nothing major. take that, no deal off the table. We've got nothing to bargain with. We've got nothing to. If a transgender approaches you to try and make you become a transgender, would you whack it? No, I wouldn't whack it. Why would I whack it? And it's not an it, it's a they. Thoughts on Salby? Local village rivalry. Can't fault it. But Salby's quite a nice little village now. They've done some nice building work around there and it's okay. Cameroon, eBay's. Cameroon. You have to read these things out now, don't you? Would you shag a 10-10 tramp? No, I wouldn't because I'm married and I only want to do the wife. Kebabs are vile. That's all your opinion. Do you like Jimmy Savile? Do you know what, right? Jimmy Savile. I'll give you my thoughts on Jimmy Savile. I never liked him in the first place. I never liked him when he was on the radio. I never liked him when he did Jim Will Fix It. I never liked him at any time, to be fair. I always had this feeling that he was a dirty, right? And I just never, ever liked him. And I couldn't ever see the attraction in him. He was horrible. Thoughts on the Madeleine McCann story? They know more. I did Van Man 2.0, and look at this. Look, Enoch Powell, Oswald Mosley, and Tommy Robinson. Where are you getting all these names from? You seem to say it. Would I shag my mum for a tenner? I'd have a job. She's dead. You two or Thin Lizzy? I tell you what, I'd go with Thin Lizzy. Leicester City Pride of the Midlands. Yeah, that's cool. Thoughts on TV license? I think the TV license should be lowered, and I think places like EastEnders and that, they should have more. I am not Harry Hill. I am funnier. Michael Jackson's opinions. I'll get back to that. I think they should have product placement, and I think the match of the day should have sponsorship as well. So this match is sponsored by Timex, a ticker Timex, and that kind of, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, that's... I honestly can't understand why anybody would let their child... yeah, I'll do a Q&A with Uncle Steve. I honestly can't understand why anybody would want their child who is 10 or low at the stomach to go and stop round a man's house who is what, it's say like late 20s and 30s, who's got a fairground in his garden, llamas, chimpanzees and stuff. It's just unbelievable. And I think Michael Jackson, thank you, Chris Johnson. Yes, I'll do a stellar review. I can't understand why people did it. I know I would have let my kid stay with another person who I don't know. It was almost as if they just like, get in his house and don't come back out till he's touched your pee-pee so we can sue him. Thoughts on McDonald's breakfast bacon? To be fair, all McDonald's bacon is rubbish. I love the breakfast wraps though, I must admit. Spamster in chat, MJ's Brill Singer and dancer. Not anymore, he is dead. Can you do a Guinness review? I did a Guinness Porter the other week, if you've not seen that. Do I prefer Osama or Hitler? What are you trying to do to my career on YouTube? I've just established it. I'm just under 50,000 subs and people are asking me opinions on bloody Hitler and Osama bin Laden. Are you mad? Do a live paper review. I could do a live paper review. I could do one tomorrow morning. Thoughts on the expenses of living versus salary? I don't know. These are all deep questions for this, and it's all favourite Greg's food. I like the bakes, the steak and cheese bakes things. I think I can't remember. Adidas or Nike? Probably Adidas. Probably Adidas. I like Adidas. I just think it's more us, me. Manchester United, what do you think Manchester United need to do for next season? I think they need to get rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, to be fair. I don't think he's up for the job. I think they've got to get rid of Pogba. I think they may as well get rid of De Gea and just start again. And I tell you what they should do. They should bring more people in, more kids in from the youth team and build through them. Because if Ferguson can do it, you can't tell me Ferguson, Man United's youth team. Progress, could you say a shout out to my cat Sasha who's dying? Well, why don't you just cheer us all up? R.I.P. Sash when you go. Would you wear a Forest t-shirt for £1,000? That's tempting, isn't it? Tempting. Right, June.
I am.
Will you shag my wife? No, I won't. I'm married. God, what is it with you lot? You're all mad. Would you ever eat cat? No, I wouldn't ever eat cat. Somebody just asked me if I'd eat a cat. The weird out here. Are you into rugby? Yes, I am into rugby, and I think England could Stone Cold v Triple H. It's got to be Stone Cold. Just opening the door, I'm a bit warm. Yeah, I think Stone Cold was just a proper. He was like the one who wanted to slap your boss and all that. I'm going to do the McGregor rescue with you. Yeah, I will do it when I can get. Would you take it up the bum for 50k? Fuck it, yeah, I would. Who cares? I'd get a new transit van then. It'd be a blue van. James Lang, your channel's brilliant. Thank you, James. Do you support NATO? Yeah, I suppose so. It's kept the peace, isn't it? What do you think of Jeremy Carr getting cancelled? I think it's terrible. Terrible. I like that. Favourite Leicester player. Do you know what? I've been watching Leicester this year, and I've really, really been impressed with Maddison just lately. I think he's really got his distribution. He's getting stuck in again. He looks like he's actually enjoying it. Cathedral City, not Philadelphia. Amzan Chaudhry. I think, funny enough, his stepdad used to work at June's place, and he had to leave there because he used to have to drive him to training. He gave up his career as such, his stepdad, to sort him out. So big on Chaudhry's stepdad. Would you do fake taxi? I've never heard of this fake taxi. Don't worry about sending 50p. You need it more than I do. Thoughts on Nigel Farage? I think Nigel Farage is he's just saying what the public are thinking, that things need to be sorted. It's got to be done. And all these idiots... Lewis, my God, would love to see you cook some recipes. I was thinking about that, Lewis. I am thinking of doing some more cooking. Seems to be that people are doing it. But I don't want to step on Mark Remark's toes. He's the one who does the cooking. So it's a bit, you know what I mean? Where was I? Nigel Farage. Yeah, he just seems to be saying what most of the British public are thinking. I think even if people, I've known people who have voted Remain, they're even fed up now, and they want to, cheers Dave, they even want it sorted. Cafe Nero, I missed the name, Finley Sawyer, thank you. What women in WWE would you shag? I quite like Nia Jax. I don't know why. She's just intriguing. Lee Cooperland, thank you. Abigail, I can't. Remember who fella kept commenting on you? Yeah. Why? Where is he? Is he gone? The fellow who keeps voting on UKIP. Yeah. Thoughts on Tommy Robinson? Highlander, thank you. I'm going to do some football reviews. The Tourist VIC, thank you. Will you nick? If I nick you a blue transit, will you adopt me? Very good. Very good. Tommy Robinson. Someone asked me about Tommy Robinson. I don't think Tommy Robinson's a bad man. I think he's probably grown up. We all did stupid things when we were younger. I had nicked 13 for sale signs and put them on a certain part in a certain village years ago. That weren't very good. I'm doing Tommy Robinson. I think Tommy Robinson, right, there's probably people here looking at me saying, don't do it. But I don't want to go away from anything. Tommy Robinson, right, I think his heart's in the right place. He's thinking of the country, but he needs different people around him. He needs people to advise him on what to say. Would I fist a cow for 400,000? Where from? He needs people around him to advise him. Theresa May has got some of the worst advisors around her. No, I would not shag Tommy Robinson. Thank you, Sam Hill. Your favourite video game? Tomb Raider, the early ones. All three of the first ones. So I don't know with Tommy Robinson. I think he's got a place in politics. I think he is actually talking for people who have got an opinion on things. And you know, everybody should, each side should all come together and listen to things and actually sort some of this out, because he's there for a reason, because there is a, you know, people want him to speak for them. So there you go. Best side. Can Tommy Robinson's a quick give to, I'm not sucking Tom. Best side. I do like dry blackthorn. But I am a big fan of these brothers. So brothers cider. Thoughts on Arsenal? Arsenal, they've lost all the nuts. They've got no fight in them. They're all namby-pamby hoity-toities. They want to get stuck in. If I were... Thank you, NE. Wow. Thank you very much, man. £10. Thank you. That's a big thing. Try the Chippy in Kibworth. I've heard that's good. We used to play cricket there, and I think we've actually stopped there a couple of times, but like, you're talking probably 20 years ago. Is it still the same owners from 20 years ago? Who do I want to sign? Leicester? I want Tillemans. I definitely want Tillemans. Leicester to sign Tillemans. Would you shag a dead nun for a fiver? Who says I haven't? Thoughts on whiskey and coffee? Oh, I love whiskey and coffee. Absolutely love it. I love any kind of coffee with a whiskey or Irish cream in it. Absolutely brilliant. I've not seen the Bohemian Rhapsody film, but it's good. Would have been good. I will watch it. I don't know about Spurs and Liverpool. I think Liverpool are probably on a high and they'll probably sort it. Have you ever had your arse licked out? No, I've not. James Lang, yes, I have tried Tennant's Lager, and it did make me bad that night and gave me a right head in the morning. Do you want to come to my Saturday's barbecue? Because it is bringing swing ball. I'm all right, thank you, but that's very kind of you to invite me. You earn £25,100 per annum. No, I haven't earned that. I'll tell you what, I think I could do a better jobs than bloody Daniel Craig at the moment, with him messing about. The Champions League final. It's 50-50, isn't it? You get out there and it all depends who's in the right mindset on the game. Thank you, Tommy Rushton. Nearly got me. Nearly got me. Well done, Tommy Rushton. Nearly got me there, son. Have you ever anybody bother with travellers? No, not really. We've had them camping around and in places, but Yankee 55, thank you. We've had them in camping around places, but I've never actually had any problems with them. I think sometimes you just got to talk to gypsies and travellers and just try and get along a bit. You know, it's a funny old world, isn't it? Will you take someone's load on your forehead? I don't know why. Davey Fisher, thank you. Do you think all media are left-wing biased? I think they are, to be fair. I think media nowadays are too scared of upsetting people. I think that's the problem with the whole of the TV and that. I mean, it's like you can't say anything. Hello, Dudley, Louis McCormack's mate. Hello. You can't say anything in case somebody's offended. Thoughts on Nottingham Forest? I hope they go up next year. I think they've really come on. Really, really come on. Arsenal, Spurs, Arsenal. What's your favourite meal? I've got so many. I love Mexican food at the moment. I really am going through Mexican. I will do a live chat with Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, I wonder if he's got Wi-Fi. So, Uncle Steve, you'll have to let me know if you've got Wi-Fi when we can do it. Loughborough's private school. Full of chaps, really. Sounds good. I've just said it's Rangers. I'm English, and Rangers are English, and Celtic are Irish, isn't it? You know what I mean? Right. Nothing. They said nothing racist. Back to school. I've not said nothing racist. I've not said anything racist. I don't know. I'm not saying supporting Tommy Robinson does make people a lot of racists support Tommy Robinson because they see him as the closest thing they can get to airing their views, but that's not. Leicester, thoughts on Leicester winning the title of the year. It was just absolutely unbelievable. And I always remember Robbie Savage on Radio 5. They won't win the league, and they won the league. Thoughts on Norwich? I'm glad they've gone up. Norwich is a lovely little club. Went there years ago to see Southampton Norwich when we were on a cricket tour. Thank you, Liam Field. Ever been to Gloucestershire? I'm back. Are we all still there? I have no idea. In the wire. I don't know what happened there, folks. Unky Steve hasn't cut the wire. Why is... Hold on, right. Let's get this all stopped, right? Let's stop all this thing about racist thing and all that. Sorry, Lewis Griffiths. Sorry, mate. I'll thank you though for whatever you did. Um, let's just chat. I'm not sorting all this kind of thing out with racism and that. You can pack it all in, right? You've all been told. Behave, grow up. I don't need it, right? Scott, just hold on, just had a. BVM cutting a promo, yes. Yes, it was, weren't it? Yeah, so we'll grow up. Death row meal. We're back again with that death row meal. I don't know. Probably fried chicken. I like fried chicken. Karen the Bean wife. Karen the Bean, please. Hello. Hello, Karen the Bean. Yeah, I don't know. Jeff Stevens. I probably will do a Vindaloo. Beg you reveal me. Thoughts on the old Volvo? I had an old Volvo. I think I had the old Volvo 240, but the windscreen wipers, instead of going that way and clearing the window, they went that way. So when I was sitting there, I had a piece of, and I had to get rid of after about 2 months. No, I've not had a pokeball wank. ISP, I don't know what. Curry or Chinese. Ooh, I do like crispy beef in a Peking sauce, but I do like Indian. It is absolutely brilliant. Peri Peri Delight in Loughborough. I've never heard of the Peri Peri Delight in Loughborough. There's do you think England win the Euro 20? There's a fair chance, isn't there? Whereabouts are you from Nottingham? I'm not from Nottingham. Thoughts on man about takeover listed? Don't know. Never heard of that one. No, nobody will take Leicester ever. Well, thank you. Mackey's KFC. Oh, do I like Burger King? Burger Kings are good. Trouble is, like Burger Kings, I've got to go miles to get Burger King. Have you ever ate an egg? Why do people want to know that? Would you take a dig from Mike Tyson for 5k? Where would he dig me though? Thank you, Vavavoom 71. I don't know. I've not really looked into Eurovision. It's a waste of time watching Eurovision. I used to watch it with my grandma in the 70s and the 80s before I was allowed out, and it was all right. Why are people asking sexual things? But nowadays it's gone all politically. So the UK will always end up with nil point. So it's a waste of time doing it. Ferdinand's in Loughborough. No, never been there, but I've heard that's quite good, isn't it? Woo 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 wood. Woo 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 woo. IC champ. Do you think ITV? I don't think Jeremy Kyle will come back on ITV. I think he'll end up on Channel 5 or something like that. Where were you born? I was actually born in Derby. I was a complicated birth, so I had to get rushed there. Would you jack off if your channel? Would you jack work? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. To be fair, I've always said it. Why do I want to go and work bloody 12-hour nights at the weekend? Hello to Jack. Ever given birth? I tell you what, some of the things I shove out my bum when I'm having a poo, it feels like it. Does your van have a name? No, it hasn't got a name. Frosty Jack review, I can do it. Shall I do a Frosty Jack review, June? Cider. Maguire and Evans are one of the best pair of centre backs in the league. I agree. Yeah, I think we've got to keep Wes Morgan. He's going. Why? Because that's where we've been on holiday before. And we like lower stuff. I think Wes Morgan. We need him because he's just a good, solid squad player. The kickoff, and I don't know about any True Geordie podcast or anything. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm happy as I am, and I am grateful for what those True Geordie team have done for my channel. It's respect to them, right? Yes, you can have a good luck for your exam. T. Hod, well done. Study hard, son. Thoughts on Elton John film coming out? I'm going to go and watch that. I like that Eggsy bloke, Eggleton. I think he's good. So yeah, I will give it a go. Pompey Corner, thank you. Hey, Sunderland fans, ready for tomorrow? it's a shame these playoffs, isn't it? I do like the playoffs, but it does make it hard work for the fans. They're all, I mean, I know Leicester's been in the playoffs a few times. You're like, oh, you just like, you know, we've had some real good times, mind you. When we went down and played Blackburn, my bloody mate got smacked in the gob by a Blackburn fan. What do you think about mixed race people also down to Shan? Why? What do you think about mixed race people? What do you think? I mean, they're all right, aren't they? I mean, for a pack. I tell you what, you lot must sit there thinking of things just to say to try and get on June. Wish me luck for you. Fat old, good luck for your driving test, son. Keep it on the right side of the road. Favourite Indian curry. I do like. What's the one where you get the rice dish and then you get the vegetable curry that you put on it? Oh, I missed that one. Missed that thing. Sorry. I do apologise. Peri Peri Delight. I'll have to give that a go. Peri Peri Delight. Where is that? Peri Peri Delight. Is that a new place? Thoughts on Liverpool this season? I think they've done exceptionally well. No, I'm not a football hooligan. Biryani, thank you, Nigel. Liverpool season. It was outstanding, weren't it? And they just screwed up. They should have won it, to be fair. Let's not mess about. What age did you lose your hair? About 25. Liverpool should have won the league. They were 11 points clear at one point. What the hell were they messing around at? Ever had a Wigan kebab? What's a Wigan kebab? Do you like Pakistani drivers? Taxi driver? If they're taking me home, I don't care. But they won't be touching me. How much for Ben Chilwell? Oh, I tell you what, he's probably... Ben Chilwell's one of them where you think, right, 40 million now, and then add-ons. I think that's how it should be, add-ons. And all this thing about, where do you think Leicester? I think Leicester will finish in probably the top 8. Let's see how he's going. He's rebuilding. It all depends what players they can start. Lewis, Griffiths. Mike. I got you. Well done. Have you not got money to burn where you just keep asking me stupid questions? Been to Stoke? Yeah, I've been to Stoke. My mate went to university at Stoke. I've got big assumption that says fancy giving me £1,000 for sympathy. Yeah, right. City won the last 14 games. Yeah, they did deserve it. So did Liverpool. But you know, to get 97 points and not win or whatever, it's hard work, isn't it? Thoughts on Donald Trump? Thoughts on Donald Trump is that people must agree with what he's saying, or else he won't be in the position he is. Do more rants. The mobility scooter one was jokes. Okay, Annie, I can do more rants. If you like me to do more rants, give me a hell yeah. Ever taken drugs? Who hasn't taken drugs as such? Anything hard, all I've done is a bit of weed and a bit of resin. Have I ever spunked on my wife buttocks? Hell yeah. I would have thought most men have spunked on their own wife's buttocks. I haven't taken drugs. Well done. I've told you, a bit of resin, that's it. No, I wouldn't shag a Philippine 13, 15 or whatever. Thoughts on Wales winning? I think there's a possibility that Wales could win the World Cup. They're well organised, they're a good unit, and I think they screwed up a bit. You know, they could screw up a bit, but it all depends how they're going. Right, what time is it? I'm going to give this for another 10 minutes, folks, and then I'm going to knock it on the worst. What's the worst you ever got drunk? The worst I ever got drunk was I went to Trent Bridge to watch England play, and I was absolutely hammered. I think I'd done something like 20 pints of Guinness, and we'd started drinking at 9 in the morning. A few tinnies on the train, and the wife come and pick me up, and I got out of the car and I looked up out and I says, I love you. And she put a key in to lock the door. I looked up, I'd gone, and I'd just collapsed on the floor. So that's probably the worst one. We played the West Indies, I think. You go to Trent Bridge to watch cricket and you never ever remember the score when you come away. No, I'm not going to the Reading Festival. You're like, I have just shaved my head. I have just shaved it. I was looking a little bit like Sid James. No, I'm not doing a line of coke, thank you. Crypto rising. I'm Iron Brew or Fanta. Iron Brew. You got to have Iron Brew, ain't you? What's your favourite position? Any I can get, to be fair, mate. When he's Ginge is going to get the MacBook soon. You're going to let her get all the exams out of the way, and then it'll be sorted. I don't want to be distracted. I'm going to do the proper 12 when I get the money for it. This is basically what this one is for, and when I get the money, I'm going to do the review. It will be probably next Friday. Can I slap my big ball in? When I lose my virginity, I think it was when I was 16 on holiday. Thank you, George Robert. Thank you, Jack LCFC. Can you do BBM relationship advice? Really? You want me to give advice on relationship? Thoughts on MMA? Mixed martial arts, is that the drug? I like mixed martial arts. It's very good. I can't be doing with Brock Lesnar at the moment. He's had his day. I wish he'd just sod off. Well, he has done, isn't he, to be fair? How many pints can you sink in a day? Back in the day, I could do 25 easy. I don't know why I'm entertaining. I haven't got a clue. I don't understand why people find me entertaining. Bensley, I can't answer that, mate, because I've done so much good sex. It's just I can't put it all into one pinnacle moment. You know what I mean? It's got to be. Right, there we go. They're all coming through quick. What do you think of nonces? I tell you what, right? Nonces, right? They should have what I've said is paedophiles, convicted paedophiles should have a big P tattooed on the forehead, so we all know who they are. We can all either, keep out of the way or whatever. Top 5 kinks. I don't know. It's hard to. You're asking personal questions on a public thing. Do you want to hang a TV on the radio? Mango side. This is BBM for PM. Thank you. I'd like a chance of that. Do you think Tyson could? I do think Tyson Fury could beat Anthony Joshua, to be fair. I think he's got the fight. I think if his mind's on it, I think Tyson Fury is one of them boxers who just ups his game for the big fight. The wife don't come on because she doesn't want to, mate. It's that easy. She don't want to come on here and do this, right? To come on YouTube and basically put yourself out here, you've either got to. It's almost Jeremy Kyle-ish because you're just opening yourself up to the public. That's it, warts and all. And there's people out there who are cruel. But I am. Yes, I do, Liam McCamley. People are out there who are cruel and just want to ruin you just for the sake of it. Whereas me, I couldn't give a fuck. Would you have the death sentence available? I would have the death sentence available for certain things. Yes, I certainly would. Tom, that's gone through. Come to Lincoln. We are coming to in the June. Do want to come to Lincoln and have a walk around there and have a. No, I've not sucked Uncle Steve off. What kind of weirdos here? I don't know. Electric chair on the gallows. I would have the death sentence. I think people like Ian Huntley. I think it would be absolutely brilliant to just yes, you've killed Holly and Jessica. You are sentenced to death, and we will get you when we're ready, and let him just lie there. Say it could be 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, and also just go thing right around his neck and drop him. I've not had a Witherspoon's brekkie. It is something I'm supposed to be going to do. I do want to do a Witherspoon's breakfast. You are in the jury court. Okay, shut down. I've done the Jeremy Kyle thing. I think it's terrible. I don't think he should have been shut down. I think the bloke who killed himself, it's very sad and everything, but he must have had underlying issues. And apparently he failed the drugs, not the drugs test, the lie detector anyway. And then he did admit that he lied. So I don't understand. If you go on, see, this is what I'm saying about this. You go on to Jeremy Kyle and you should know what you're expecting. Spider on the wall. Do a dab. There you go. Have you had any more vegan jerky? No, I've not, but I really enjoyed that. I thought that was quite nice. Have you shagged Auntie Sue? No, I've not shagged Auntie Sue with Uncle Steve in the room. I'll tell you what. Oh, absolutely classic something. Do you live in Leicester? No, I live on the outskirts of Leicester. I live near Loughborough. Yes, I was ginger. When I was a child, I was ginger, and then it went bold. When will I bring it? I don't know. I've got to think about the merch because there's a lot of people asking about it, and I don't know. The thing is, I just don't want to end up with like 20,000 t-shirts that I can't sell. Yes, I am one of your own, and I've not shagged the religion in the room. No, I haven't. Right, so you got 3 minutes. So, and then I'm going at 8. You don't talk much, do you? Shy? No, I'm not shy. No, Uncle Steve isn't transgender. Thoughts on NFC? NF, is that not Forest? I think all teams that are in the East Midlands area, I'd love to see them all. Leicester, Forest, Derby, Notts County. I'd like to see just Notts County in the bloody league, to be fair. And Coventry. I'd love to see them all in the Premiership. It'd be great. Jeff Bunyard. You know, he asks these things about murderers. Do you want like the best murder or the worst murder? Ever been to an escort? No, I've never paid for it. Thoughts on Forest Green? I don't honestly know. Come to Newcastle. I would like to have a few pints in Newcastle. That sounds really good. Best childhood memory. Best childhood memory. I know a lad called Russ Green. I haven't seen him for years. Can you name your blue van Lucia? I don't know. Anyway, we went around his house to play as kids. I mean, we weren't, I don't know. And he had a massive paddock, and we used to play football and cricket there. He was well rich. And anyway, we found his dad's collection of elderberry wine, homemade elderberry wine. And come to Stamford, I beg you to do it. I might do, yeah. Email me or do something, or get me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, BlueVanMan4. And we drank his elderberry wine. I got on the chopper, come home, and I fell off and nearly killed myself. Nearly got run under a bus. Or absolutely hammered. Absolutely hammered. Have you ever eaten your socks? Amir Khan? No, but our doodle has. Favourite band or artist? In Excess. I have smoked weed years and years ago. Uncle Stevie's not a nonce. What kind of Yoda of the panda? You know, if you're going to ask questions about Uncle Steve, ask proper questions, right? Give the bloke some respect. I've been to Sheffield. I've seen Oasis in Sheffield many, many years ago. Me and Woofy went to see years ago. It was quite good. Right, folks, it's 8 o'clock. I am now going to go and watch the last 2 episodes of Baptista. We have got to watch them. We've just seen where he's had his car nicked by the bloke who was in, I can't remember what it was in. So, thank you. Wow, I can't believe it. Absolutely amazing. That's another tenner. I did say Rangers, and sometimes I get naked and call myself a Vaseline and go, George. I must try it. Right, folks, I'm going to leave that one there. I will talk to you soon. If you want more of these live things, give me a hell yeah, and we'll go for it. All right, ladies, folks.